wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everything today? Oh, we got babies. Say hello. You guys saw on, if you guys watched Sea of Thieves last Friday. But we've got their names now. This one is Niffler, little Niffles, Niffle von Niffelstein. He's a sweet baby boy. And then that one is Ito from Genshin Impact. Ito and Niffler. You're too adorable. Yes. Go back to your mudroom. There. Let's crawl away. Ah. But yes, we're going to play some more Hogwarts Legacy today. I'm hoping to crank out some of the storyline a little bit. I have got the last broom upgrade. Got almost everything. I've got all my stuff mostly maxed out, but we're going to go straight into it. There we go. Boom. Ah. This would be a pleasant little spot to sit. You know, like.
Would you like us to put the TV down?
Well, I mean, like, it's just kind of. I mean, it just feels like the school is very cozy. Isn't that kind of weird? Like,
in some spots, yes.
there's quite a few places, though. Like, right here. I mean, if you think about it, this is like, you can literally just come and sit, have tea, and you're literally getting a band playing for you. Like, just all the time. just consistently, I'm just very jealous. Very, very jealous.
I like the little rope to keep them away from the.
Yes.
The violinist
Pardon
is
me,
kind of rude.
is everything all right?
It's like the
No,
violinist
no,
is
it's
kind
not.
of rude, so don't get.
We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache.
Oh, I already did
Those
that.
bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
I sure did that by accident.
If
I
only
don't think
2
I
bells
even
are left,
talked to her.
isn't it
I
fairly
did it.
easy
By,
to
I mean,
tell
I just
which
saw,
bells
I
were?
went up into the tower and went, oh, this goes here, this goes here, this
I
goes here.
happen to be tone
And then
deaf.
boom.
Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
I wish I wasn't tone deaf. I'm so relate
It's
to
certainly an odd decree, even for Black.
being tone
taking
deaf.
down the
I'm
bells
very
for a
tone
headache.
deaf.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly
I
naps.
can pick out tone.
That's all he does in
I
his
can
office,
pick out
you know.
color he is.
But then I heard,
That's it.
can you keep a secret?
I can.
I
But
heard from
social
Alice, who
cues.
heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
You know, that's a good.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I
Already did
imagine-
it.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Ah, you're
Well,
a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well.
Baby Niffler.
You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Well, that was, yeah, easiest quest I've done so far. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Natty outside of Hogwarts, Hogsmeade. Is Natty? She's gone real batty.
My name is Betty. I'm getting pretty wacky.
Do 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 do.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
He's a little baby. He's a little baby. He's a little baby named Ito. Ito Bito. Ito Bito. Ito Bito Ratto. Eating Ito Bito Ratto. Go to your mama. They're so little, I'm afraid I hurt them, even though I know I won't, but it's like, still.
Ah, there you are.
Time to seem dark and
Faster.
serious.
Where's your damn neck? Where?
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
You make me feel good. It's good stuff.
Some good soup. Some good soup.
I make good soup.
I should dismount here.
Eh.
Do I want to?
No, I would rather use the broom.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes!
I'm ready to do what's
So you're gonna
needed
show
to
me the
take
gazelle?
Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
Can I see the
We
gazelle?
must gather information from the friends of
Does it
Mr.
involve
Bickle that
turning
Archie
into a
and
gazelle?
Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not
I
know
have
about
one
Mr.
suggestion.
Rabe,
Turn into a
but his
gazelle.
wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade.
Don't ask me
That
why.
is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Dibble.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may
It's
have
Mr.
evidence
Bickle
of
and his
their own.
pickle.
We simply need to know whatever they know.
Oh, Mr. Pickle's got his pickle out again.
Not again.
Very
It's
well.
an actual pickle.
I'll speak with them, see what I can
Get
learn.
out of here!
I
And he's
knew I
holding the
could rely
pickle.
on you.
I
We
got
need to know
it!
how they are being blackmailed by
Starts
Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after
Mr.
you have
Pickle's
spoken with
pickles
them.
again!
He's in his pickle bucket.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
If I was a wizard, I would do that whole song and dance just to become an animal.
Oh, yes.
I don't see why everyone else.
Oh, you go.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow.
Her name
I'm a
is
friend
on
of the Bickles, and I'm
cusp.
trying to gather evidence against
Just the
him.
absolute
Poor Joanna and
cusp.
little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
Archie!
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up. Until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
You know that I think about it. You could work for the Ministry of Magic, and you could work anywhere in the world. And then using flu power could blink there in an instant. So you could suppose, like here, like we live in Arkansas, your main job be in Washington State. You could live in Arkansas and then just walk to your fireplace, do flu powder, and then, I mean, you just apparate into your business, work, apparate home. There's no travel time. That's ridiculous.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity.
So people here
I also
at
know that he's
Hogsmeade, you could literally
extremely
live in
clever.
Hogsmeade, right outside of
That
Hogwarts,
said,
beautiful
I was
place,
hoping he
and
would have
work for the
escaped
Ministry
by
of Magic.
now. It
Like,
makes
just
me
apparate
concerned
there
as
and
to
apparate out.
why he hasn't.
I wonder how far flu powder could go. Because this is one of those questions, like I said, with the animagus, where I had the question yesterday, like, what if he's an animal that you've never seen before? Like, I even told Caitlin today, where she said, your animagus, like where Natty says her animagus is based on personality, like, what if this is 1890s or whatever, you're in, let's just go with Arkansas. You're just in Arkansas, mostly see deer, possums, raccoons, squirrels. There was a lot of buffalo back then, not as much as there should be, but there's buffalo, cattle, stuff like that. But then you gave an animagus and you turn into like a Komodo dragon. You know, like because your personality fit a Komodo dragon, and you'd be like, what on earth am I? Like, I've never seen this before. What the hell is this? Or in that aspect, I would find, I don't know much about Komodo dragons, but I'd say the personality wise would be like the American badger. Be close. So because you've seen a badger, would you be more inclined to be a badger than, like she says, she's a Natty's a gazelle. What if the matching personality here, you'd be a white-tailed deer, you know, or a stag? I mean, like just a doe, a red stag over in, a red deer over in England. Like, it's just kind of asks so many questions.
Are you sure
you have to have seen that
kidnapped? What
animal
else could it possibly mean?
To turn into
Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
And could you even...
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths
you, like,
that
try
Harlow
to,
will go to is helpful,
you
albeit
know,
more than
I mean,
disturbing.
you can't really choose,
Mr.
but...
Bickle was trying to help us,
I mean...
but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Then you do it.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
Voldemort?
I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him.
Yes,
He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
So, your future father-in-law is your boss. And you think he would not agree with you matching with his daughter. So your best option is to allow a criminal to steal from said father-in-law's store instead of running the criminal out, going straight to your future father-in-law and saying, "This is what happened. I stopped it from happening," and he not going, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm glad of your confidence. You're perfect for my daughter." No, I'm going to steal from my father-in-law. Maybe he'll like me later on. That's stupid. Stupid. He missed a golden opportunity to be like, "You won't believe this. Harlow came in here. I have a secret I need to share with you, but it's of no consequence. I mean, it's amazing and important, but I'm going to tell you I was not going to sacrifice my integrity for this secret. Here's why." You see a big man. You know, the dad sees, you know what? This guy's got confidence. He already works for me. I hired him because I saw potential in him.
What have you been doing to
Come
keep
on
the
now.
extortionist
Missed an
secret?
opportunity,
Well,
man.
as I mentioned,
We were
creative
given the
bookkeeping,
golden
and
opportunity.
I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
Of course it doesn't. You dummy.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where were they?
We're on the right track. How to
You
find
know-
the last of Mr. Biggles' friends.
You know, he says that, but then if you actually look at Mr. Hill, you're like, oh.
Plenty
Oh,
for
dear
perusal
Jesus.
today.
Like-
Take your time.
Your looks stunning today, Mr. Hill. Wait, was that like winter gear?
It's always been up there, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. That woman one's pretty cool, actually. You're supposed to be in bed, baby. Our daughter is out of bed. So, are these like?
What a lovely thing to have you walk by.
Are they? Is this a? I mean, I kind of noticed it. This is a different shop, but they just like it's that. Like that close to where they can just like what is this shop name? Dervish and Bang in Bang. And they just share a place? I mean, hey, if you're like best friends and you like have different shop ideas that you have, this would be cool, you know? You just have like you both maybe rent the same building. Well, though they're two different buildings, but like maybe you both own one person one's own building and one person owns the other building. You say, you know what? Let's just hang out sometime and let's just combine our places. That's cool. That'd be cool. Caitlin and I's retirement dream, my retirement dream. She's always wanted to have like a little knick-knack store, and so I thought would be really cool would be I wanted to do a game store, like a D&D / video game / comic, you know, a all-around nerd store. You can't be too broad. At first I just wanted to start out as probably a D&D store / comic, kind of like one up in the town near us, because that's all it does. Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I say magic, but it has any kind of trading card game, any kind of board game, any type of tabletop game, any type of comic book you can think of, and then they do tournaments and things like that. Like that's something I wanted to start out with, and then eventually work my way up. But I've also always wanted to have an old video game store, like, you know, all the way from Nintendo, even further back, probably Atari. Like I wanted to go back because I wanted to get any type of video game I could.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello
Like,
there.
my eventual dream is I want to be able to
Excuse me,
have like
Mr.
at
Filbert.
least one of every
I wondered
system
if I might speak with you
there,
about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease
and I will
Mrs.
try to
Bickle's
get them
mind by
for
gathering
sale.
evidence against
But
him.
I want to have at least
Tragic.
one
What happened to Bickle?
that I
He
would
wanted
have
me to speak
like
out against
access to
Harlow
for
for an act
people.
of
So if they
violence
wanted
committed
to
against
play,
me. But I feared
like if
Harlow's
they wanted to
retaliation.
play Philip's seedy
And
eyes,
so I refused.
you know, I could do it, kind of thing. That's what I wanted.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But
Just a little sketchy.
perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
I kind of like the concept of just murdering him where he stands. I do have the Imperio curse. I've read to eventually learn Avada Kedavra. Then I could just murder him.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, she went to the Hog's Head? The Hog's Head's like the... kind of like the back alley dark pub of this city.
I question any.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Hmm.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door.
Time to murder people.
Natty must have been taken
I
this
mean...
way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
It doesn't surprise me you're looking for bravery.
Not the world.
You're mine.
Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them
come in here alone?
Just keep an eye out.
Revelio.
Miss upon Ray? I'd say we know who you know.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
I need to look like I came straight out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Do I look like Scorpion? Because I feel like Scorpion. That boss was real hard. Sorry, you thought you were the Dark Wizard?
As if you could have known me. Gotcha! Expulsion!
You'll be sorry you did that. What are you, shy? I'll see more courage before.
Imperium.
Death all of them!
There we go. Done and done.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso.
Easy little rat. Oh god. He's like, no. No, no. No.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
More rats.
Babies.
Revelio.
The babies. We the babies.
Do you or do you not feel bony?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bony.
Here. He's a wee baby boy.
Revelio.
Darling Otto, I've read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion I will not be able to see you soon, but I am not without hope. Long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed, and now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
You know what that means. Blackmail! I can blackmail him. Oh, well, you don't want this to be found by Mr. Hill, eh? What was that deal that you gave Harlow? I've got some things I want. Well.
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
At a price?
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
I need your help.
Revelio.
I hear something.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
So, the pinging. There's a codex page here.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'm farther away from it now. Okay.
It makes it sound like it's at the desk, but I could never find it.
Revelio.
God dang it. Okay.
Revelio.
Okay. Odd. Very odd. Okay. Well, I give up.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
This is going to bother me.
Revelio.
I get up. How many times I've given up and went back and given up and went back.
But you're like, this is gonna bother me. I give up.
It's still
I
gonna
gave up
bother.
on it.
It's still gonna bother me. I'm going back.
No!
Lies.
Deceit.
Revelio.
You feel it in the distance. Ugh. Fine.
Revelio. Incendio. Repulsor. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Well, that's kind of sad.
What was it?
We have house elves' heads mounted over the fireplace.
Yeah. They're not just busts.
I don't think so. Why else would each one of them be unique?
Busts.
Yeah, but to have them mounted like that?
Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Ugh, I give up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking it up. Never mind, I don't have my phone.
What do you do with it?
I don't know. I think I left it in the other room. I can't pull it up on here because it would ruin the CPU. Operating X. I don't have it set to CPU RAM limiter yet, so if I pull it up, just pulling it up will just probably cut out my stream.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow one.
Now, what if Officer Zinger's in on it? Think about that, huh? Do it. See?
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Little baby, little niffler. Niffle von Niffelstein. Niffles von Niffelstein.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I hope they can tell we're sincere, but Poppy, centaurs are just centaurs. They can't read your mind any better than I could.
Perhaps you're right. It's just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
That's cool. Quest with centaurs? That is cool. I feel like it isn't under...
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal
Definitely not
doesn't
underappreciated, but I
refer
feel
to
like it's
actual moonlight,
unused
but to a
in the
moonstone.
movies and stuff.
What do
Two
moonstones
times
have to do
they've ever
with
been
Snidgets?
prevalent. First
And
movie,
why
and then
was he
episode
so
and then
certain
fifth
about
movie.
where
That's
we
it.
could find one.
Other than that, they have like little to no interaction. I trust him. Centaurs know things.
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He could have been a bit clearer, or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay, so what's my next quest? Oh, gotta go back here. Map chamber. Getting close to beating the story of this. Getting excited. Oh. It's taken so long to do this. I don't know if I will play the other 3 playthroughs on stream. This is number 26. I wanted to play all. I will probably end up playing all 4 playthroughs. I mean, there will be a point where I'll be like, you know what? I feel like playing Hogwarts Legacy today, and I'll start the whole playthrough over again.
Welcome back.
Hello,
but
Professor.
I don't know if I'll do it on stream. It's a little bit too long.
The goblins are looking for something.
For me to start yet
repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okay. So what am I put?
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I do like that it's this. Like, it actually tells you on the side where, like, everything that you're missing. You know, demiguise statues, field guide pages, specifically in the astronomy wing and stuff. So you can, if you wanted to find it all on your own, you could do it piece by piece.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
This is going to be interesting.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
This will be interesting for a bit.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Oh, is this just like the comic relief quest?
To discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger.
I love
Simply
it.
have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I love it. This is great.
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children. Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Very?
Well, there's one for my diary.
Interesting.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
My character's having
have to
so
write
much
20
fun
inches
as
on
Professor
Brittany
Black.
and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
It's so
Yes.
funny.
Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
You know what's funny? I guarantee with the magic that Gaunt has, there's no way he doesn't know exactly who he's talking to. Because you see, like, the way he said, "You're not feeling well, sir." Like, he knows. Because, I mean, he obviously can see with magic because he's blind.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Booba Tuba Pass. Moustache paste.
Yeah, I think he knows.
You call that a shine
Yeah,
on
ominous
those boots?
Gaunt.
Do better.
What did I say?
Gaunt.
Gaunt. Yeah, Gaunt. Ominous. Yeah, ominous Gaunt. My least favorite character, practically.
Professor, a word? Professor Black?
He does.
Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Just having so much fun.
The headmaster. I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Let me see if I can talk to anybody else and ruin their day. Come on. Come on.
Someone's in trouble. I hope it isn't me.
One more. Okay. Ah.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my diary hostage.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
You chased the cat in here.
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Come here, Gibble. He's Gibble. Hey, Gibble. Sweet baby boy. Yes.
It's like, I am ferocious. I am the knight.
No, you're sweet. You sweet baby boy is what you are.
I am the knight.
Yeah. Sweet baby boy. Sweet baby boy. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You see your brothers? Yeah.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that. and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. Well, you cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
What did I... Oh, I made it to where Slytherin house was...
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Cool. We're gonna go here because it looks like it's gonna start another segment. Otherwise... Wait. She's like right over there. Yeah, literally in the same. Okay.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever.
I guarantee Arthur...
Someone needs to stop him. Whether it is us or Officer
Singer's in on it.
If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly
She's more,
happened
seems
to your
like she's
father?
more prone
It was
to
a beautiful day.
punish
My mother had gone to
for
tend to a
looking
neighbor
into
who
it
was
than it
ill,
is looking into
and
Harlem.
so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father
Still,
was also an animagus.
we did present a lot of
He
evidence.
could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a
you
group
hear
of
that?
bandits who had
Her
come
dad was
from
an
our
animagus
village.
and he was in a giraffe.
One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me.
I don't think her mom is one.
If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
He's beautiful. Handsome man. Handsome man.
Ito and I are becoming quick friends.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary.
Gosh.
And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens.
Is he on me?
My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I
I
remember.
get worried when he's on me just because like
Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention
was
to
the
Rookwood.
size of
We are making
Gibble
progress,
we got,
and we
right?
will succeed.
Because I do believe Triple was
Thank you
bigger.
again for saving me. You deserve all of the
When I saw him snuggling at the store, I just couldn't handle myself.
I know.
Plus the little dots on their head.
You go to your mama.
They're obviously twins.
They're easy to take care of. It's fine. I didn't care that you got them. Rats are a lot of fun. Did I lose my? I think I did. So I'm gonna try and play around with my audio and everything too. I need to like look up ways to edit my video better as well. I use open source video editor, which isn't amazing. I know the best thing to do would to use Premiere Pro, and for my audio would be an Audition. I want to get those eventually, but that costs money. A lot of money.
We're saving.
Yes. Luckily, I am a student, a graphic design student, so I can actually get a discount, but it's still like $15 a month, and I just don't, we don't even have that, which is amazing. Everybody at home, if you guys like do that stuff and you're a student, Adobe provides you a student discount of $15 a month. It goes down from $55 a month to $15. Drops $40 off for being a student. So that's an incredible deal. Well, I mean, that's the creator cloud, so that's everything. It's like it's a lot. Usually you pay like $30 a month just for one app. You pay $15 a month for the creator cloud that provides access to Audition, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, Lightroom, everything. Luckily, open source software doesn't have as much things as Adobe, but it's a great starter, I think, as a starter for video editing. And then you'll eventually work your way up to the really good Premiere Pro. Adobe's, number one in the business for a reason. Makes good software, constantly updates it, and gets better and better. I use Audacity and open source video editor just because they're both free, but do eventually want to go as far as getting access to Adobe. It'd be a lot better and a lot easier. I was actually trained. It's been a long time though. Like I almost remember nothing about it, but I used to take some classes. I taught us a little bit about Premiere Pro, and I say a little bit. Like I know there's a ton more with I could be doing with Adobe.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Yeah, well, there's an Audacity. There was an Audacity video that just showed you all the best things to do with Audacity audio, and it was great, like fantastic. Matt does it with our audio.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Oh, there's this.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Oh my gosh, again? Really? Come on now. Come on now.
You want a happy surprise?
What?
Put your hand in here.
Little mice.
Look at this one. You little rats. You little rats.
He's sweeping. This guy literally has a bust of himself.
It's looking at you. There's a few around the school.
Dear Phineas, the children have been asking about your return. Belvina is in particular chooses to do so each day at breakfast. It's engulfed in a sulk when I remind her that you are ensuring the quality of our future education. Sirius and Phineas rarely send me an owl, although when they do, they never mention you. I'm certain they are proud of you and all what you're doing at Hogwarts. Having one's father as headmaster is a tremendous honor. Merlin helped me. Cygnus is now crawling and follows Arcturus about like an unwelcome shadow. Arcturus is begging for an invisibility potion, and frankly, I can't blame him. I'd be tempted to brew one if it weren't for the eternal sniveling that Cygnus would regale me with. Perhaps I shall see you during the next school holiday, but please don't feel an obligation. We can manage. Ursula.
Weird.
Very.
I feel obligated to come home. I don't really care.
Yeah, I could care less.
I'll manage.
We'll be fine without you.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I read all of his letters.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Oh, this is the Beatles and Bard quest. Okay.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
sorry hat. This enchanted hat is created by 4 founders of Hogwarts. Why is he having a locked box?
I wouldn't trust it.
It's usually not in a locked box, though.
It's not really a lockbox, more than like a show.
Display case? Yeah, but, I mean...
Wait.
Aloha Mora.
What?
Go back in that hollow.
Here?
Up. Alright.
Revelio.
Oh. That helps.
And there was a chest up above the... Oh, I bet you don't want to go up there yet.
There's another one. This is unfair. He gets this kind of view.
Aloha Mora.
True. He's an asshole.
It's hard to believe he's Sirius's father.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or that Sirius came out of such a horrendous family.
Ah.
Revelio.
This is the highest point in the castle.
Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Revelio.
It's so close, though. What? Is it above me?
Revelio.
Because there's things above me, it seems. How do you get up there?
Did you go through the door above his thing?
Up there?
Mm-hmm.
There's no door, just to a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
To the book.
There should be a door to outside. Did you go through there?
Over here? Yeah, if you go to the top, it goes to the study. There's just like an empty little space here.
Revelio.
There's nothing behind the bookcase?
No.
That was me.
Yeah.
Revelio.
look, I'm bitching I have to get up there.
Uh-oh.
You can do it.
It won't let me go up now. Oh, I've screwed up.
You gotta go on the stairs.
I can't. Look.
Keep hitting B.
Oh, no.
Yep, B, 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 B.
There we go.
There you go.
Well, I ain't doing that again. We're going straight into the beautiful part. Well, there we go.
B, 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 B.
Oh, there's a Dracoville. Dracloak in there.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh, yet they could be completely unseen. Okay. Not allowed to fight them. I was trying to fight them.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
There we go.
How could this happen?
A ladder.
Sorry for getting quiet. I'm a little
Perhaps they
too
won't be able to
engrossed.
find me if I go up there.
Oh, I didn't.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Stealthy, stealthy.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Good that you can't attack in this game, like you can't knock him out or anything.
Now's my chance.
That was a tough one. Too close for comfort, in my opinion.
That's the way forward.
Visibility cloak.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
What? Oh, he falls asleep in your hand.
Well, every time I scratch it just right, his little foot shakes.
He's a goodie, but...
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power. Depulso! Bombarda!
Onward. Oh god. I'm about to fall off a cliff. And I and I didn't fall off the cliff. Okay. Got it. What?
He sleep ran and jumped him little body up. Look at this.
Descendo! Vindo! Bombarda! Depulso! Descendo! Defender! Bombarda!
Yeah.
Depulso! Bombarda!
Defender. Depulso.
There we go. Damn it. If I can beat this quest, I just want to beat this quest for tonight. Like, just beat this for tonight. If I can beat it tonight, be gold.
I'll be back.
Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso.
There we go. Ooh.
Ah. Defender.
There we go.
Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda.
There we go.
Getting it done. Oh, Daddy, please don't. Daddy, please don't do this to me. Oh. He wants me.
You can see it in his eyes. He wants me.
Please don't leave me.
Last part. The direction stone?
A single stone. This must be for me.
Ah, Mind Show is in the chat.
unfinished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Neve.
Neve! Why? We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Interesting that it's in the book.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Well, it wasn't exactly yours to take. Hey, Chloe, what's going on? Ayo. Oh, I'm not on for much longer, though. I'm sorry, Chloe. Well, we're about 20 minutes. But hello, how's everything, Chloe? Hello, hello.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use
I'm
that
good,
power
Chloe.
against
I'm good. How is
Wizardkind.
everything with you?
We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories
everything on
is
your end?
too
How's work
valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, there we go. What's next?
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Okay. What was hers? So... Oh, is it going further with the Phoenix? Okay, because there is a quest to eventually get a Phoenix. Yep, Phoenix Rising. Okay, well. I'm sadly at the point where I'm going to stop. So, I hate to say, really sorry, Chloe. No, you just came in here. But I was getting ready to end it for the night anyway, so. But I hope to see you again. I'm going to be back on tomorrow with some more of this. So, if you're wanting to chill out and I'm live, come on in. Always welcome. Always welcome to chat me up in Discord, though, as well. Oh man. Sorry, my shoulders are aching. So that being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Chloe, you have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate it.